Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the Dimitri box mod. I picked this guy up at Vapor Bar in Hitchin for £160. So far to date, one of the best box mods I've smoked. Running a Dark Horse, authentic Dark Horse tank on there with a dual coil build. With that setup, it's running at 0.2, I believe, 0.21, which is quite safe. With that said, I have vaped it on a 0.1 ohmed coil. The button doesn't get hot at all. I've had problems in the past with mechanical mods where the button would get very, very hot, which is surprising because you're running two 18650 batteries in there. So I would expect it to get hot, but the way that this chap has built this box mod, it's perfect. There's no heat transfer at all. It's getting straight into your coils. The thing vapes like a champion. It's unregulated. There's no electronics in there at all. It's just pure raw power coming from the battery straight to your atomizer. I'll be honest, the build quality on this is stunning. From its 24 karat gold plated whatever that thing's called, it's 24 karat gold plated. It looks really nice. It feels good in your hand. I think the last version, the silver version, had a brass button, so that would tarnish over time and go quite matte like your brass mods do. Whereas this one is gold plated as well, which is great. It's machined out of a solid block of aluminum alloy, which gives it that solid feel. The only gripe I do have, it's a small one. In fact, I've got two, but the first one is the magnets are a bit small, which gives this plate, I mean, it does slip quite nicely into place, but I do feel that perhaps bigger magnets or a better way of closing would have been nicer for me. It does, when you pick it up sometimes, you know, I don't know, it might just be me, but it gives me the feeling that it might just come off. Possibly a design feature. I mean, it does have air holes at the bottom, so if you do get gases escaping from your batteries, it does have a way to escape. Perhaps it was designed like that so that it could just pop off if it needed to stop it becoming a mini pipe bomb. Who knows? But to me, that's the one thing that I don't like. The other is the way that the atomizer screws down. Nowadays you find that with your connector you'll find that it's spring loaded on most of the newer devices, which is nicer when your atomizer is screwing down. With this, it's a mechanical, what's the word I'm looking for? It's on a tight sleeve, so when you tighten your atomizer down, it pushes that center pin down so that your device sits flush, which is great. It sits flush, which is nice. I don't like any gaps. I'm horrible with gaps. If there's a gap, I'll file down that, or I'll do whatever I have to stop getting a gap. But what happens is once your atomizer screws down fully, that pin stays at that position. So if your atomizer moves slightly, or you unscrew it and screw it back down again, it sometimes doesn't make contact, which is really annoying, especially when you're on the go vaping. And then to get the pin back up again, you have to undo the batteries to get into that part, to actually pull the pin or push the pin even back up again to make contact. So those are the two major gripes. I mean, the minor gripes is the throw is very short, incredibly short. So I don't know if that's adjustable. At this time I haven't found a way to adjust it, but that there to me it's just a bit too short. The other, which I don't think you can see in the video, you might be able to just see it there, is the device itself has got a very clean sort of mirrored, it's very clean, the finish. Whereas if you look at the door at the back, it's got like a brushed effect to it. So where it's all milled out of a solid block, you would expect that the back cover would be the same sort of beautiful finish that you've got on the front there, but on the back you can see these sort of lines going down from almost like a brushed effect. I mean, that's mine. However, that the pin is quite a major one, as well as the door being flimsy. Other than that, I reckon this is a top-notch device. I think it works really, really well, and it hits like a train. I mean, the thing is incredible. No problems there. You know, I've looking at the CloudPort T8, which runs dual parallel as well in there. Again, it's a lovely box mod. It works really well. It's got electronics inside. You know, you can see that you've got the bits for the electronics in there, and it limits you slightly to a degree. Whereas this guy, you're getting the raw power of those batteries. If you're a mechanical mod fan, you're going to love this, because that's what you're getting basically is a full mechanical mod in a box. It's great. What I'll do now is break it down and have a look inside. There's some cool features in there. Nothing too serious, but the way that he's done it is very clever. So the back door, just sort of, you can either clip it back on or slide it, whichever. You can even see there, look, it's just so easily done. I just don't know why I did that. So you will need to have a screwdriver handy at all times, because you cannot change these batteries without using a flathead screwdriver. To people that are used to using mechanical mods, you'll probably have a box that's all set up with all your bits and bobs. I know I do. I carry it around in a bag every day, so to me it's not a problem. But if you want on-the-go vaping without any screwdrivers or any bits and bobs, this is not the device for you. So the screws at the back, just there. They unscrew slightly, and the batteries then just fall out. So you can see inside, it is machined beautifully. The coating that they've put on there, don't know how he's done it, but I've had this device now for close to a month. I don't know if you can see from the camera there, but there is no scratching even on the base, you know, and the thing rests on there all day. It moves about, but it's not showing up on there at all. There you go. Look at that. Nothing. So where other devices that I've had have got a spray coating of something, and it tends to come off, this guy here is, I've had it beaten around in my pocket. I've even had it in my pocket with change, and nothing. Right, so the batteries come off. Both points here and in there are silver plated for connectivity or conductivity even. That's great. It just helps so much. The silver plating, it ensures a great connection, and the thing just fires. It's brilliant. So you've got this bit at the top here, which comes out, it slides out. Again, smooth, and that's how these things, and that's how it does the dual parallel with that bit in between. Don't try and run these batteries like this, plus minus plus. Don't do that. They have to run in parallel. If you try and put them in a separate way, this will go bang. I saw another video online recently, and the chap tried to do that, and this silver bit in the middle here, that burst. It's also very dangerous with these batteries. They the amps are huge in there, and if it goes pop in your hand, it could cause some damage. So just be careful on that point. But these don't unscrew, even though they have flathead screws on there. They don't come off. So if you do damage this piece, you're going to have to send it back to Vaping Kiko to get another one. That's not a problem. You'll send it out within days. It'll be in the post. No issues there. There you can see the mechanism inside. You see there, the throw is great. That's a really good throw there, but when the battery's in, it just doesn't have the same thing. I wonder if trying to... No, you can't, because you can't unscrew these. I don't know what causes that, but anyway, that's the button there, and that makes contact with the battery in here. This is the piece here that I was talking about earlier. When your atomizer comes off, you can push this bit up. There you go. So only guess that this piece in here is going to get worn. Again, you can probably buy another one from Vaping Kiko, but I just think it's a design flaw personally. So here, when you go ahead and screw your atomizer down, you can see it hits that point now, and you've got an unsightly gap there. That's a big no-no for me. Don't know, you might like a gap, I don't. So you continue screwing down. Until it stops. You can see it moving down. There we go. So now you don't have any gap. It fits nice and flush, and it works. It's not an issue now, but it might become an issue. It's something that I'm concerned about. Maybe in an updated version. I know there's a mirrored version coming out soon. This is the Midnight Edition, but with the mirrored version, perhaps there'll be a different 510 connection. You know, I'm not sure. It might not be a big enough problem to other people to warrant a change, but to me, it's an issue. Yeah, so all of this comes apart. The button can come off for cleaning. You can get this bit off as well. You can take the whole connection out and give it a clean. I do find that with box mods, and this one specifically, where your holes are for your atomizer, it does tend to, I mean, I don't know if you can see the juice on there, but some sort of juice lands up over here and tends to go down into the button, and what you don't want is too much juice around your batteries. Again, small gripe, but it happens with all the box mods. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not a technically minded person. I just wanted to give you guys an insight into to Dimitri and what it does and how it vapes and how it looks. I'm sure there's reviews out there which go far more into depth on how this thing works, but I'm coming to you as a layman. I enjoy vaping. I like the experience. I've been going for about 4 years now. Gotten to a point now where I'm building my own coils and really enjoying it. So my YouTube channel is just there to just to give you guys an insight into vaping and possibly going into a semi-advanced rig like this one and having a good time with it. I will be doing a review on the Dark Horse, which I got from UK eSig. That was £60. Fantastic tank, this, really good, wide bore, very, very good. Another one I'll be doing a review on soon is the little boy, which I got from, where did I get that from? Grey Haze, that arrived the other day. Both these tanks perform really, really well. But that's a later video. So there we have it, the Dimitri box mod by Vaping Kiko. This is number 6, if you can see the serial number there, which I was quite pleased with getting a low number. The Midnight Edition has just come out. There's not many around. So if you can get your hands on one, I would definitely do it. I think if you like vaping and you like the experience it gives you, this is the box mod. This is it. It fits nicely in your hand. It's not too big. It's not too grotesque. I wouldn't suggest keeping it in your pocket, especially if you're using a dripper. But yeah, it just hits really, really hard. So if you like the video, again, like I say, it's a layman's. There's probably lots more in there that you would like to know, or perhaps drop me a line and ask for things that you would like to see in the videos. But yeah, thanks for watching. Assistant.